The grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Hey, here I am, me again. Day 70 of my bloggy blog. Let me zoom in a bit. Let me zoom in on the silliness. Right, got my Hospital of Death t-shirt on. This is a cool old thrash band from the UK. On the back it says heavy metal broke my face or something like that. I can't remember what it says now. Heavy metal stole my face, something weird like that anyway. Right, box 16. I'm gonna go through box 16. Gonna show you some stuff that's in there. I'm gonna do it over 3 days because I've got some old detectives in here. I've got some World's Finest and I've got some adventure. And I chose this box because I know they're all cool covers, all cool old school stuff. So let's go for the detectives first of all. This is not in the greatest of nick, but it's a comic that not many people have got. Not everyone's got this one. Yeah, I bought a batch. Someone was selling like a stack of comics, and there had a couple of good ones in there actually. And this was the one I was after. I've sold a couple of them. In fact, 2 of the comics from that batch I sold to Simple Simon. So you know, I'll get them sort of slowly. If I sell the other ones in there, this will eventually have paid for itself. That's the idea anyway. But yeah. You can see it's not in the greatest condition, the cover, but you know it's acceptable. I'd say it's acceptable. And the lighting's not very good in here for showing it off actually. Oh well. Anyway, let's just go through the detectives in here, and then tomorrow I'll go through. Well, I'll get the light somehow different in here. Maybe I'll move it over here, so it's in front of the window. Will that make a better natural light? Yeah, I think it does actually. There you go. So here's a nice Detective Comics. This was the 30th anniversary issue, number 387. Apparently it was the very first time that the original story of you know, Batman's origin was retold. It had never been retold for 30 years. It had never been retold. And then the 30th anniversary issue, they retell it. So yeah, that was quite a nice one to have, I think. Well, Robin, ready for another 30 years? You bet! And so are we! And you can see he's holding up the very old issues there. So it's not really a key, I don't think, but it's a nice one to have. But then what Detective Comics isn't a nice one to have? Let's face it. This is my birthday book. This is my birthday Detective Comics. September 1969. This one is cover dated, although it says 1963 on the thing. It's because it's from an old class photography book, class of 1963. It's an old, I think it was an old college mate of Batman's. Can't remember the story too well now. Ginny Jenkins, the gal most likely to marry Batman and to be Batman's widow, is what it says in the pictures. One of my birthday books. Right, number 497. A novel-length thriller as Baja California offers a deadly welcome to Batman. Plus Barbara Batgirl Gordon, murderer. And there she is in the pokey doing hard time because she's a murderer. Naughty Batgirl. Why would she do a thing like that? Spoiler alert, she didn't do it. Thought I'd let you know that so you didn't get scared and frightened and worried for poor old Babs. She was innocent, I tell you, innocent. And I'm pretty sure I think she proves it in that one. Right, that's a nice one there. Oh yeah, still. Plus, Batgirl, murderer. So, it was an ongoing story, obviously. Yeah. Blockbuster's back in town. Right. Come on. Oh, it's 2 together, that's fine, yeah. Alright, 499, Cave In, plus Batgirl in the shocking conclusion of Barbara Gordon Murderer. And then there's number 500, a great big, thick, chunky one. There's someone at my door. I will go and answer it. Package from my housemate. I might clip that bit out if I remember. Right, so nice chunky 7 special stories by Walter Gibson, creator of The Shadow. Jim Aparo, Mike W. Barr, Carey Bates, Alan Brennett, Dick Giordano, Carmine Infantino, Joe Kubert, Paul Levitz, J.L. Garcia Lopez, Walter Simonson, Bob Smith, Len Rain, and Tom Yates. Anyway, there you go. So that's a nice cool cover. So number 500. What was my first one? Number 359. 359 is my oldest one with Batgirl on it. Alfred Lucius, how could you do it? How could one of you be a murderer? There's a lot of it going around. Barbara Gordon was a murderer as well. And now these guys are up to it. It's I don't know, it's just... the moral fibre of society in Gotham is just such a poor show. I get a feeling neither of them have done it again. I can't remember now. Why is Batman abandoning 2 of his closest friends to die? I don't know. I bet he doesn't really though. You know, sometimes they're a bit misleading, these comics. Right, let's have a look at this one. A fabulous full-length shocker. 503, Detective Comics 503. And then we have 504. Hello and goodbye, Batman. You were doomed the minute you walked into the Joker's playland. And that's that one. Cool stuff. 522, bit of a jump. Yeah, I haven't got a bit of a jump on the run of these ones. I've got them in my to buy list. Hopefully at some point I'll be able to pick up these. You know, a solid run from 350 or whatever it was. 359, you know, to whatever I've got. I don't know. I've got another box of Batman somewhere, Detective, plus a stack of them. Right, another big fat one. Batman's 500th appearance in Detective Comics. It's 526. Still got a bit of a cough. In case you didn't know what that was. I can't say it. A Requiem for Skulls. Interesting. $531. Some clowns with axes. Axes, knives and rope. The New Robin, Unleashed at Last. Detective Comics 535. In combat with Crazy Quilt. It's a nice bright cover. And in the back it's Showdown in the Sewers. 536. Looks like he's fighting Deadshot in the sewers. It's a pretty cool cover. Cullins and Giordano. It must be Paris Cullins, mustn't it? $537. Something emerging from the sewers there. Batman's got eyes on it. Nice gothic creepy cover. Cool Batman logo as well, I think. Kind of see-through logo. Looks cool. Looks pretty sweet though. 539. Again, that see-through logo. Plus, it's got bonus frills with Green Arrow in it. Here he's fighting some kind of bald vampire guy. It's a very pinky kind of coloured cover. Pinky red kind of colour. Coloured cover, that one. That's strange, isn't it? Looks pretty cool. Right. What is it, Cerberus? Is somebody there? Batman, feared dead. I could be mistaken. This, to me, Neil Adams, maybe? No, it's not. It says Colon and Giordano. So that must be Gene Colon. I'm guessing. There we go. Keep going. See what other ones I can get wrong. Alright, Batman doing his best Spider-Man impression in this one. Sitting in front of a web. Batman is a time for reflection, a time for fear, a time for stepping on the toes of the competition. I reckon. I can just see a certain Peter Parker going, hold on a minute. Right, here's a nice moody looking one. 561. Batman and Robin emerging, the sun behind their backs. Their bodies are in shadow. Well, not the sun behind their back, but the backlight, in fact. And then this one is that's a killer gorilla with a gun. Fury of the Film Freak. The terrifying return of Two-Face. 563. And on the back, when Two-Face strikes again, a double-barreled bedlam. Yes. Who or what is the love killer? Farting in bed is the love killer. I'm sure I've used that joke before. I do apologise. Anyway, and on the back, 566, a classic cover. Batman, prowl the Dark Knight's Rogues Gallery if you dare. Just a classic, beautiful Batman cover. I think this was the last one before Crisis on Infinite Earths, if memory serves me correctly. I think this was the last issue before that crossover hit. An offbeat bat tale by award-winning author Harlan Ellison. Detective Comics presents The Batman 567. The city almost looks like the Batman. If you look at that building behind where he's standing, it looks like the Bat Cow, doesn't it? It's almost a bat-like look to the backdrop behind him. 568. This is a Legends crossover. Batman not looking in very good condition. It's like vultures pecking off his body. He's hanging by his cape, which is like curled around a pipe and he's hanging from it. 569. Plenty of Joker cards there. Cool cover. And then on the other side, fighting with Catwoman on the back of Joker's car by the looks of it. Yeah. Classic Catwoman costume. Let's do a bub. Oh, look at the work on the smoke. Look at that lovely smoke in this picture. Yeah. Right. Cool scarecrow cover. Cool logo as well. Different. 571. Madder than ever, the Mad Hatter. And then 574. Was it Pietra cover, they're called? Pietra? I can't remember what it's called now. Some artist who did people carrying other people. I don't know if it's just one picture that he did that in, and we call them that now. Batman Year 2 Part 2. That's 576. Batman Year 2 Part 3. This is the one with Reaper, isn't it? Is it the Reaper? Because on the back he's got his scythe, or his sickle-like hand. Year 2 Part 4. Someone's doing surgery. And we've got some Two-Face on this one. A pretty solid Batman kind of era. There's Two-Face fighting Two-Face on this one. And this is one of the early ones that I remember buying when it came out, when I first was collecting regularly. Because I remember that the Millennium was the first crossover that I bought every issue of. Or at least tried to anyway. Millennium Week 4. He goes to Belle Reve to where the Suicide Squad are. I'm pretty sure in that one. Mignola cover. The back, Fever Break. Is that what we've all got at the moment? It's just a coronavirus cover. This is what the coronavirus is. It's bloody Ra's al Ghul. He's set off one of his deadly blinking plagues to wipe out percentage of the civilization, the bastard. This is the early one of the rat catcher, isn't it? That might be the first rat catcher. I'm not too sure when he first, but that's him on the cover there. Apparently he's the villain in the new Suicide Squad movie, I think. So there's a bit of hype over him. Cool cover. Storm bedraggled Batman. And on the back here, looks like he's fighting Phosphorus Man. He's melted his hands through the blinking fence behind him. Got Batman around the throat. The Burning Pit. And 590. Is that meant to be depicting Big Ben, maybe? I don't know. Or just a gothic Gotham. Is that man? No. Norm Brayfogle. Looks like it's Norm Brayfogle. Pretty good art, he did. Pretty good art. 591. And 592, showing one of your presidents wasn't quite as good as he was made out to be. He was a murderer. Look at this. This is one of your American presidents, I'm sure. Like, you know, who knew he was a mass murderer? He was a serial killer. Batman knew. I think there's probably someone in disguise. Right. Batman in the mouth of some creature. I think that's Brayfogle again. Like the way his eyes are depicted. Not super old ones. Comics were 75 cents in them days and only 50p in the UK. Blimey, 50p! Gosh, if only they were still 50p, the amount of comics I could buy. I'd still collect modern comics if they were only 50p. Instead of £3 50p. Yeah, that can go suck an egg, that can. I get the feeling Batman's fighting the film freak again in this one, since he's all wrapped up in film. Yeah, definitely the film freak, I think. And we've got 598, which is 80-page giant, beginning the 50th anniversary adventure. So we had the 30th anniversary adventure one, and this is the 50th anniversary adventure. We've gone 20 years. Unfortunately, with plenty of gaps, unfortunately. I wish I had a solid run. Maybe one day. Certainly not at the moment, though, because I am absolutely skint as can be. Absolutely no comic buying from me. And this isn't me just, like I always say, and then buying comics. This is like, I have no money. I have negative money to buy comics. So I shan't be buying any comics. Hopefully, well, that's number 600. Hopefully I'll get back to my job eventually. Start getting some money in the old coffers again. Alright, here's a cool one. 602, I remember this. Teams up with Demon later on. I thought this whole Alan Grant, Brayfogle was good stuff. I liked Alan Grant's run on Batman. In fact, anything that Alan Grant did was pretty cool. Oh, I haven't got 601. I'll have to look. That's Tenzin. Is it Tenzin Wyatt or something? It's a guy who can summon up, like a Tibetan monk kind of thing, where you can summon up tulpas, which are like creatures of the Yid kind of thing. He summons them up. Mahayilaka or something like that they're called. I can't remember now. This one is called. Yeah. I know the demon turns up anyway. Yeah, why is there a big jump now? I should have the. I think I've got them in. Some of these I've got in another box. I feel. I don't know. It's a bit confusing. Yeah, it's jumped to 617 now. But I know I've got the rest of that story. Might have to try and see if I can find my other box of Detective. I'm sure I should have the others of that one. I'm sure it's just. Anyway, whatever. Let's just go through these. Well, I think I've come to the end now. This is the end of my Batmans in this box, or my detectives in this box. 619 and 620. Batman's not looking good in this one. I'd say he looks a bit dead. So that's it. Just go for the box. Tomorrow I'll go through my adventures that are in this one. yeah, that many adventures. And then the day after that, I've got about the same of World's Finest. And I'll show you those covers tomorrow. So, yep, cheers for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. And until next time, may all your news be good news.